The Looney Tunes Show is one of my favorite cartoons ever, and I don't know why people don't talk about it. This is a 2011 reimagining of the classic Looney Tunes cartoons, which probably don't need an introduction, but it's those old cartoons where a rabbit beats the shit out of a duck or a man with a speech impediment, and then a stuttering pig comes in, and he goes, "That's all, folks." That was my shit as a kid. And you know, it taught me what Big Chungus was before it was cool. I watched these nonstop on car rides, and mostly car rides. So when tall, dark, handsome, 6-year-old Aidan heard that a reboot was coming to Cartoon Network, I was ecstatic to say the least. One of my favorite series coming to my favorite network for cartoons. Oh boy, sign me up! I hope my roommates can't hear me right now. That's so embarrassing. But there's no possible way that this could blow and suck and not capture the magic that the original had in it. Unless, of course, it was a sitcom where Daffy and Bugs are now roommates and they deal with modern issues like cable service providers. What? Are you fucking kidding me? This is a recipe for disaster. That's like if they did a reboot of Tom and Jerry where Tom's an accountant and Jerry's paying off his ex-wife's alimony. That's all to say, the Looney Tunes show shouldn't work, but it does. And it's hilarious. I even loved this show as a stupid chud kid, which was 13 years ago. I'm so old. The pilot is about Bugs and Daffy going on a game show where they test to see how good of friends they really are. And I know what you're thinking. I'm an Aidan Seemore viewer. Durr, I'm so stupid. Also, they're friends now? They spent the last 80 years trying to kill each other. Whoa. Hold on there, dear viewer. I don't think you're stupid. Now they live in an upper middle class neighborhood where Daffy doesn't pay rent and they're surrounded by other Looney Tunes characters. So anyways, Bugs and Daffy are on this game show where we learn that Daffy doesn't know anything about Bugs. Okay, let's stop. We're gonna take a break. We're gonna have a 2-minute long song about how Elmer J. Fudd loves grilled cheese. I'm gonna catch you, Wasco Wee Wabbit. He wants to fuck that grilled cheese. Okay, now back to the episode. Bugs and Daffy lose the game show. Big whoop. And then there's a Roadrunner cartoon with some unsettling CGI. These mid-episode songs and end-of-episode Roadrunner cartoons appear more sporadically over the course of the show. There's a song about how Chicken Hawk wants to eat Foghorn. It's cool. It's cool as biscuits. But most of these merry melodies are hit or miss. In fact, a majority of these are miss. And they'll miss by a large margin too. And sometimes they'll hit a bystander. But at least the intro theme slaps. It's one of my favorites in any cartoon. It's got this sporadic and energetic jazz ensemble with this trumpet that sounds like it's going rabid. Pun intended. It's bangin', except I mistyped it in my notes, so it reads it's bangin'. The Looney Tunes show takes a couple episodes to find its ground and figure out what it wants to do with its story, but the humor is right up my alley. Rewatching some of this alone in my bedroom, I was laughing out loud a lot, which doesn't usually happen. The writing is sharp, and the use of callbacks is pretty impressive for a kid's show. The animation starts off alright. It has these textures that looks like watercolors were plooped onto them. Its colors are a little monotone and bland, but it still looks better than 95% of the animation in Invincible Season 1. And later on, Looney Tunes fixes this, and the animation is a lot easier on the eyes, with the backgrounds using bright and warm colors. It's cozy, and everything tends to pop out more. The inside of Bugs' house looks a lot less like a hospital and more like a house. And they actually changed the color of Bugs' house. Like I wouldn't notice. They think I wouldn't notice. Bugs is the everyman in this show. He's the level-headed protagonist who accompanies Daffy when he's being zany. Daffy is the manipulative freeloader. Most of the episodes are him freaking out about some minor inconvenience. And also, they both have girlfriends. Bugs is dating Lola Bunny. He spends the second episode trying to avoid her, and then on episode 8, he folds and he dates her the rest of the series. I've been calling Bugs Bunny Bugs this entire time. We're not on that like a first name basis, but I just thought it would like save time. A new character is introduced named Tina. She is Daffy's girlfriend, and she's also a duck. Tina also creates a funny dichotomy to Daffy's zany personality, and they end up getting their own plot lines in later episodes. Porky Pig is here. In one episode, he gets addicted to eating pepperoni, but most of the time he's just getting manipulated by Daffy. He's like the Butters of this show, and let's just say when people are mean to Butters, I get a little angry. There are also a bunch of side characters from the cartoons that make cameos. I don't think this show is perfect, but it's very clear to me why it has such a cult following. I've been getting a bunch of Instagram reels of this show as of late, and I was thinking like, oh, it's making a resurgence, but like Instagram knows what type of oatmeal I like, you know? Now I see you right now and you seem confused. Aidan, my favorite film critic. My favorite film critic who is not insecure about his height. my favorite film critic who doesn't have that rash anymore. What is your point in making this video? I just thought that there needed to be like another video of a 20-something-year-old white guy talking about a kid's show.